highly anticipated rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury is just days away, and the buzz surrounding this epic heavyweight clash is reaching a fever pitch. With both fighters' legacies on the line, each is determined to deliver the performance of a lifetime.
Show you enough respect, Oleksandr, before the fight?
Listen, I'm respect.
You are?
Yes. I know Tyson too for me respect, but it's like elemental.
Just happy. 2 fights. Second fight will be Buddha, will be good. But Tyson know what I do. I know what Tyson do. It's a great time now for me, for my opponent. It's good. I'm very happy. I win. Thank God.
Taking place in the heart of Saudi Arabia, this unification fight has captured the attention of the boxing world, with the biggest names in the sport eagerly awaiting the action. Since the fight's announcement, Usyk has taken on a cold, calculating persona, drawing comparisons to the silent killer after his recent appearances where he showcased the ruthless demeanor of a pop culture assassin. The defending heavyweight champion Usyk has all the titles and belts in his grasp, and he's set on maintaining his dominance in the division.
I say, not run. Don't be afraid. I will not leave you alone again.
The over 300 amateur bouts against some of the sport's top talent has always been driven by the thrill of couldn't be higher. This is more than just a fight. It's a battle for boxing immortality. As the December 21st rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury draws near, Usyk has reiterated his commitment to never leaving Fury a chance to escape unscathed. Despite Fury's ability to avoid being knocked down in their first fight, Usyk warns that this time, Fury will not be so lucky.
What is my motivation? I don't have motivation. Only my regime. Only my concentration. This is my motivation. Enough.
No matter how many times he tries to move back on wobbly legs or convince himself and his fans that it's easy, he will get caught, Usyk predicted, most likely in the early rounds. Usyk, renowned for his superior boxing IQ and technical skills, has long been considered one of the most complete fighters in the heavyweight division. His ability to outthink and outmaneuver larger opponents is unmatched, as evidenced in his victories over the likes of Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua. These experiences give Usyk a clear advantage over Fury, who, while skilled, has yet to face a fighter as methodical and disciplined as the Ukrainian. In a recent interview, Usyk shared insights into his grueling training regimen, which focuses heavily on conditioning, precision defense, and footwork. My agility and footwork come from hours spent in the gym, constantly refining my skills, Usyk explained. I'm still hungry. My training starts at 5:30 a.m. every day. I wake up, thank God, cross myself, pray, and then hit the gym. I have 3 sessions a day, at 5:30 a.m., 12 p.m., and 6 p.m. The only difference now is that I'm 37, and when I started, I was 15. I have tried several medications, now drawing on the support of my healthcare team. With fight week fast approaching, the intense sparring sessions and training camps are behind them, and both fighters are now heading to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for the final preparations.
We analyze almost every action and do the hard work. Thanks RTF team for opportunity to utilize modern technology is our work. We'll be hearing from soon. Usyk, Usyk, Usyk. We see you 21st December in tactic, technique, and new physical style.
Usyk's trainer, Serhii Lane, shared a final team photo on social media before their departure. marking the end of a long, grueling training period. Usyk was greeted by a warm and enthusiastic crowd, further fueling his determination. Like his fighter, Serhii Lane remains tight-lipped about their specific strategies for the rematch, stating that revealing too much could give Fury's camp an advantage. "We've been open about our planning, but we don't want to expose too much," Lane explained. "It could give them time to adjust, and with the media scrutiny, sometimes fighters lose focus. We've worked hard to stick to the plan, and we'll see it through." The anticipation for this clash is at a fever pitch, and experts are already weighing in on what promises to be one of the biggest fights in boxing history.
What was that like coming out? One of the biggest fights in boxing history.
Спокойствие. Я не думав про це, я просто молився і дякував Господу Богу, що я стою на своїх ногах і що все, слава Богу.
Anthony Joshua, who shares a tense history with Usyk, has offered his support for the Ukrainian fighter. While acknowledging Fury's prowess, Joshua believes Usyk will once again prove too much for the Gypsy King. "It's going to be a tough fight early on, but I think Usyk will edge it again," Joshua predicted. Joshua pointed to the first fight as proof of Usyk's ability to outsmart Fury. In the first fight, many thought Tyson's size and reach would be too much, but Usyk made him look uncomfortable. He turned Tyson's strengths into weaknesses, using his boxing intelligence to outmaneuver him. Having faced Usyk twice himself, Joshua recognizes his opponent's ability to remain 2 steps ahead of anyone he steps into the ring with. Usyk is one of the generational greats, Joshua said. No matter who he faces, he's always going to be a step ahead. As the rematch nears, the boxing world is bracing for what could be another classic encounter between 2 of the sport's finest heavyweights. The stage is set, and the question remains: will Usyk's precision and strategy outshine Fury's power and experience once again? The answer awaits on December 21st. As the highly anticipated rematch between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury approaches, not everyone is backing the Ukrainian champion. Daniel Dubois, who suffered a setback against Usyk in 2023, has vowed to exact revenge should Usyk emerge victorious. Speaking out after a period of reflection, Dubois warned that if Usyk secures the win, he will not find the peace he thinks he will. Dubois said, "Every fighter will come after him, trying to tame the beast, hoping to become the conqueror." Dubois, now focused on securing a spot among the top contenders in the heavyweight division, emphasized that he is gunning for the belts. "I'm coming for the top guys," Dubois declared. "I want them all. I'm just going to rip right through them." The British fighter made it clear that regardless of the rivalry between them, his eyes are set on the biggest names in the division. As for the rematch, Dubois appeared torn, acknowledging the talents of both fighters. Tyson has an excellent right hook and great reach, making him a difficult opponent, especially in the early rounds, Dubois said. But if Fury switches from his playful side to ruthless mode, he can drop anyone in his path. On the other hand, Usyk's methodical approach and technical mastery give him an edge in exploiting his opponent's weaknesses, turning his pre-planned attacks into nearly unstoppable punches. Despite his admiration for Usyk's abilities, Dubois made it clear that his loyalty lies with Fury. "I'm still backing Fury," he said. "I hope our man does it. Usyk is capable, but Fury should jump on him and smother him. Fury is a slick boxer too. It'll be a great fight, and I'll be out there calling on to fight the winner." The anticipation surrounding this rematch has already sparked heated debates in the boxing community. This fight promises not only to be the climactic conclusion of the Usyk-Fury rivalry, but also to determine who will stand alone as the dominant force in the heavyweight division. Boxing fans are in for a spectacle, with the stakes higher than ever before. Former world champion and boxing analyst Shawn Porter has weighed in on the first fight, calling it one of the most controversial bouts in recent memory. For many, the result was tough to swallow, especially for those backing their favorite fighter, Porter said. But in high-level bouts like this, the decision on who's crowned the winner is never easy. Both Tyson and Usyk refused to bow down, despite taking plenty of punishment along the way. Porter, who has seen his fair share of legendary boxing moments, believes this rematch will surpass the first encounter in terms of spectacle. This will go down as one of the greatest unification events in boxing history, he predicted. Porter also pointed out Usyk's unique qualities, noting that the Ukrainian skill set is unparalleled among current heavyweights. Usyk's calm and poise, both in and out of the ring, make him worthy of being a world champion, Porter said. While Porter expressed his support for Fury in the rematch, he acknowledged that Usyk has made adjustments to his already impeccable game plan since their first encounter. Usyk will be harder to beat this time, Porter warned. After the first fight, he's only gotten better, but if Fury returns to his old warrior mentality, he has a real shot at success. Tyson might be a bit more sluggish than in his youth, but his experience and talent are undeniable. He can still compete with the best. With both camps confident in their respective fighters, all eyes will be on Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, as this historic rematch unfolds, determining the true king of the heavyweight division. Derek Chisora has launched a scathing critique of Tyson Fury and his camp, accusing them of overconfidence and making unrealistic claims ahead of the highly anticipated rematch against Oleksandr Usyk. Known for his blunt and no-nonsense analysis, Chisora didn't hold back, suggesting that Tyson and his team are underestimating Usyk, believing that the Ukrainian will pose no serious threat. Chisora believes this is a clear case of overcompensation, with Fury and his team trying to cover up their own weaknesses. Reflecting on the past, Chisora recalled the time when Tyson mocked Anthony Joshua after his loss to Usyk, calling him weak and feeble. However, Chisora pointed out that Tyson suffered the same fate when he faces Usyk, yet refuses to take responsibility for it. He made fun of Joshua after AJ got beaten down by Usyk, Chisora said, but now Tyson's going to have to face the same fate and he's not owning up to it. On Fury's preparation for the fight, Chisora wasn't impressed, criticizing Tyson's training strategies and those of his coach, Sugar Hill. According to Chisora, Fury has not faced any opponents in his camp who could prepare him for the challenge of fighting a southpaw like Usyk. Tyson is still the same lazy, cocky fighter we saw in his last few fights, Chisora stated, referencing Fury's bout with Francis Ngannou and his first fight against Usyk needs to be pushed to his limits, but the fighters they've brought in for his camp just aren't up to the challenge. It's like Tyson's not being tested and looks like an amateur at times, lacking confidence in his own skills. On the other hand, Chisora was full of praise for Usyk's approach, particularly his training camps. When you compare the mindset and strategies of both camps, it's clear there's a huge difference, Chisora said. Usyk is on a mission to create a legacy, not just for himself, but for the whole of Ukraine. His motivation is honorable, driven by a desire to inspire the next generation and prove to them that they can achieve their dreams. Chisora added that for Tyson, the fight is about regaining what he lost and making money. But for Usyk, it's about securing peace and cementing his place in boxing history. This fight means more to Usyk, Chisora concluded. He's fighting for something greater than himself, a legacy that will inspire generations to come. Chisora didn't hold back when it came to criticizing Fury's mindset either, claiming that Tyson's cocky demeanor and reliance on past accolades were blinding him to the real challenge ahead. I don't know if Tyson believes in his camp, but when I look at the situation, it's clear he's not mentally prepared for a fighter like Usyk, Chisora explained. He's been taking things lightly, thinking that his past performances and size will win the day. But that's not going to cut it against a fighter like Usyk, who's a strategist and a technician. On the other hand, Chisora was full of praise for Usyk's approach, particularly his training camps. When you compare the mindset and strategies of both camps, it's clear there's a huge difference, Chisora said. Usyk is on a mission to create a legacy, not just for himself, but for the whole of Ukraine. His motivation is honorable. Chisora's comments have only added fuel to the fire. The rivalry between the two fighters is set to intensify, and many are wondering if Tyson can shake off the rust and prove he's the best heavyweight of this era, or if Usyk's technical brilliance and unshakable confidence will propel him to another victory. The drama surrounding this fight is unparalleled, with experts and fighters alike weighing in on the outcome. The stakes are incredibly high, not only for the two boxers, but for the entire heavyweight division, which will be forever changed after this monumental battle. It's more than just a fight for supremacy. It's a fight for legacy, with each man determined to cement their place in history. As the rematch draws near, the boxing world is buzzing with anticipation. Will Usyk continue his dominance, or will Tyson Fury find a way to overcome the challenge this time around? Fans are eagerly awaiting the clash, and Chisora's comments have only added fuel to the fire. What do you think? Will Usyk's new approach lead to victory again, or is Fury going to rise to the occasion? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.